Good morning, Virgos. Okay, so I apologize for not getting your full September reading out. I actually had some problems uploading it. If you watched my Cancer video, I explained it on there. But so I wanted to start you off with your mid-month. I'll go ahead and say that this is mid to end month, but you can apply it at the beginning as well, since I didn't get your reading out to you. So good vibes, Virgos. Okay, so this is your birthday month. And whenever I was meditating and pre-shuffling, both times, I just see you guys really at the very peak of your game, okay? Virgos are notorious for being very thorough, very successful, intelligent. You guys just get the job done. Your characteristics are of someone who works very hard for things, and you are very thorough and you get the job done. However, you never seem pressed. You are always on point, on target, successful, moving forward, and you never seem like you're stressed out. You would never know if you were shook at all, okay? But really, sometimes behind the scenes, you guys have a little anxiety, you know what I mean? So it's like you come off very poised. No matter what you're going through, you make it happen, and it looks like it has this effortless ease. Like, did you even have to try? Do you know what I mean? But I know for a fact that Virgos behind the scenes tend to be a little more stressed out very quietly. They don't express their feelings as well. They're not the type to go to you to say, I need advice. They find the advice on the inside, right? Hence the Hermit card. So long story short, you guys are sitting at the top of a high-rise building looking off at all of your accomplishments that you've done throughout the year to get back into Virgo season, and you just want to stay on top. It feels good being up there, huh? So I just feel like Virgos are really in a very great place right now energetically, especially with their careers. The only advice that I would have for you is give yourself a break. You're very much an element, a sign that strives for perfection. If things aren't perfect, that's okay. Calm down a little bit. That's just something that's in your energy, because you guys excel so often that if you ever fail, I wouldn't even know, because it would continue. You would fix it and it would continue on like nothing ever happened, right? But I know behind closed doors, you become disappointed within yourself. So Virgos, if you have if you fall down, you get back up. Don't be too hard on yourselves, because you don't even show it to anybody. You guys have the perfect element of stability and, like I said, poise. It's just you're not shook by anything. And if you are, it's very private. My Virgo friends don't share a lot of personal things with me. And if they're going through a hard time, I don't even know. Do you know what I mean? They're very cold and able to detach from emotions in order to get the job done, which, me being an air sign, I think that that's a great quality. I wish that I could have more of that within myself. Okay, so great energy, Virgos. I'm really you're kind of one of my favorite signs, to be honest with you, because I just wish I could embody more of your characteristics. I don't have as many of them, and I don't have a lot of Virgo on my chart. So let's get into this. Virgo. This is a relationship spread, but sometimes money will come out. Sometimes, it just kind of depends. But for the most part, it's going to be a relationship spread. It could be a sibling, parent, love interest, husband, wife, whatever. Okay? Let's go ahead and see what we have going on for you. Okay, so you guys have the Queen of Swords in reverse as your overall energy. So mid-month here to end month, you're feeling a little irritated and cutthroat when it comes to decision making in your relationship. You're at a point where you just aren't going to take any bullshit from anybody. You can see through lies. You can see through any sort of deception that would be going on. No one can fool you. This is a card that there are no games played. There are no tricks that will occur in this energy. Okay, she's logical and she sees things coming. You're not reacting off of emotion, which is very common for you anyways. You're going to be reacting off of facts, logic, statistics, very common for you. So that's kind of your overall energy. Now let's talk about your past energy. You have the Queen of Wands and the Page of Cups in reverse. Okay, so the Queen of Wands, I always talk about her being very fiery, fierce, warm. She'll hug you one minute, cuss you out the next minute. And someone here is feeling very dominating and very cutthroat and willing to have confrontation over a situation where they are not accepting some emotional offer that is either coming in or already here. Okay, they aren't having it. They're kind of like, I'm going to be independent and do my own thing because this is not enough for me. This is someone who, upright, is kind of Cupid's arrow, kind of a new emotional, kind of an immature person. But in reverse, it's someone turning this offer down. So I just see you as being kind of very blunt and not necessarily nice about turning down some kind of offer. Maybe you have somebody that keeps kind of bothering you that really likes you and you're like, I don't want to mess with you at all. And then in the present, you have the Seven of Swords. So a lot of times this is a betrayal card. This is about you betraying yourself. This is about you thinking that someone else has betrayed you. There's deception. It's returning to the scene of the crime. So in many cases, and I don't see anything here that it's coupled with. So in many cases, I think a lot of times this means that you feel let down in your own energy. And with you being Virgos, maybe there's something that's occurred that you just kind of feel like you have went back on your morals and the person that you are. You feel like you've betrayed your morals and ability to make good decisions in some ways. So you're being kind of hard on yourself. But there is an element of deception, whether it be within or with somebody else, okay? And there's an element of being very pissed off about this, okay? So, and because of that, there's a decision that has been made. Someone has decided to move forward with something or cut something out. And this decision is made early in the game, which means that later on, it is going to affect you very highly. So anything that's a 2 that happens early on in the game means that later in the game, this decision lasts that entire time till you get to the 10. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's very significant and symbolic of a decision early on affecting you later on. So whatever decision you've made is going to be more long-term and not a short-term, consequence or, whatever decision you make is going to affect you longer term. Okay. So in their energy, they have stopped moving forward with the way that they feel, their loyalty, respect, and stability, because they're feeling guarded. See, they've taken a break from conflict. It's like, I'm going to sit back here and stop and take a break from all the conflict so I can move forward and figure out where I'm going to go with this. So the other person's energy is they are really kind of at a halt. I'm not saying that they're not communicating, but they're at a standstill. Okay, both of these cards represent being at a standstill and being guarded, being like in a situation where they would want to rest on how they really feel, rest on the next step. Like if this other person is about to confront you about something, they're not going to do it now. Okay, they're waiting on it. They're kind of, I don't want to say plotting, but they're getting their thoughts together right now. Okay, but then in the future, a very different vibe. You have the Four of Wands and the Six of Cups. So this is someone returning. I think like after this conflict occurs and this fallout occurs, this other person, they want to return with a stable offer, okay, with a new stable beginning. They have all the tools that they need to fix things. And it's definitely some sort of ex or someone that you have nostalgic energy with, this other person, okay? So this could be how they are feeling about you, actually. They might want to be returning to you, and that's why you're kind of aggressively turning them down. But they feel some sort of soulmate, childlike, loving energy towards you, and they are trying to get past this resting spot to get to this place of stability. So I think their energy is like after they come to you with whatever they need to talk to you about, it's like they're in preparation to have this conversation, okay? They're going to offer you a new, stable, fresh start, okay? And it's definitely a reunion card, a card of like nostalgic vibes, memories. It can mean memories, but they are, and if it's a memory, they're envisioning a new, like an engagement, a fresh, stable, new way to look at things. And it's like the first step, but it's a good step. And it also can be like buying a home, moving in together. It's like the very first real serious step in a relationship. It could be someone you've been dating for a long time, whatever, but they're trying, I feel like this person is trying to get the courage up to tell you they want to be back together in a more stable way. And unfortunately, your energy is kind of cut off about that. Or if you aren't, you're going to come at this in a very Virgo way from a perspective of, is this good for me or not? I'm not going to ride this off emotion. I do not see a lot of emotions in your energy. I see passion and I see logical decision making. So you are not going to be popping off. I mean, you might come off kind of abrasive with the two queens, but you're going to look at this and you've already made the decision in the future. So the decision is coming. You're going to look at this from a very logical aspect and see if this is something that is really perfect for you. For them, I definitely think they see that. Now, in the advice, you have the Knight of Wands, which is a fast-moving, passionate energy, the Lovers, and the Eight of Wands in reverse. So let's talk here. Okay, I'll let you see the cards. The Knight of Wands is a fast-moving, sexually attractive energy. You know, they want to get in and talk to you, work things out, have a passionate connection with you, right? And with the Lovers, with them riding in towards the Lovers, that shows you right there. I mean, that's unity, soulmate, love. They are moving fast for that. This is your advice though. So your advice is telling you to move quickly in this relationship, because I think if you don't, there's going to be a block. Someone is going to cut someone off. Okay. If this doesn't happen, this person right here, I believe, if they don't get what they want out of this, if they don't get this connection, this passionate offer, I feel like they're going to cut you off. I feel like they're going to be unopen to communicating. Okay. So in your advice, I think it's kind of telling you that you need the decision that you've already made this decision. So I don't know what it is, but the decision that you have made, you need to act on. Okay. It could be slow moving at first, but it's going to speed up quick at some point between now and the end of the month, maybe the beginning of October, but it's going to speed up quick and there's going to be a decision that needs to be made. And in the outcome, very interesting energy. So you have the Two of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and the Nine of Cups. So, okay, this is kind of about, the outcome is kind of about being blinded by someone who you thought was really loyal and slow moving energy and reliable. And it's about them kind of becoming a little bit lazy. Like maybe the outcome is after all this fast moving energy, things kind of slow down and it's kind of like, okay, well, things weren't as, passionate as they were before. So, and with the Nine of Cups here, this can go two ways. It can mean that you're almost fulfilled. You have a lot of emotional fulfillment going on for you, but it's also a bit of selfishness, which tends to be kind of a Virgo trait, sorry to say, but it's you being a little bit selfish. It's you showing off all of your emotions, all of your wealth, and not really sharing it with anyone else. So as an outcome, I think if you're blinded by the fact that this person turns out to be not who you thought they were, or the relationship kind of goes stale or falls off and isn't as passionate, one or both of you is going to be like, okay, I'm just going to focus on myself. Okay, I don't have to deal with this. I'm not going to worry about this. You let me know when you're ready to talk or come to me. Okay, so pretty good energy here. I just think there's like some decisions that need to be made, some things that need to be tied up, some loose ends here. Okay, so let's get your oracle out. And I will be done with you today, Virgos. Awesome that it's your birthday. I'm glad that things are going good for you. My Virgo people are really on point career-wise. So if you're having a bit of a struggle relationship-wise, dive into your career. Virgos are like on fire career-wise, okay? So I just need you guys to really focus on what's important to you, which you do not have a problem doing. You are not a sign that is off your game, okay? You show up and you show out and you make things happen, and it's just there's no question, there's no pettiness, it's logical, it just happens, and you guys are very much so envied for that reason because you just make things happen. Okay, so you have Trick or Treat. Mischief, and play. Okay, so this means keep things light, keep things flirtatious, and have a good time, you know. Don't be too serious about everything. You know, you guys tend to be so focused that maybe you forget to have a good time. Have a good time, you know, go out. If you're dating this person, if they're wanting to get back together, plan a lighthearted event. Go bowling, go see a concert, do something fun that isn't serious and doesn't weigh heavily on you or them. Keep it light, have a good time. You know, before this conversation comes out, before this seriousness and decision is made, go have a good time. Okay, with yourself, with your friends, with your colleagues, just have a good time, you know. There's a lot of light energy here. You guys kind of need to take a break from the stress and cut loose with the people that mean the most to you, okay? Fertility. It is the perfect time for you to start new projects, assess new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. Okay, so someone might be having a baby. That's always something here. But also, it's just about, you know, Virgo season is... And there was a new moon in Virgo, so there's seeds that have been planted. So it's kind of about, I kind of feel like it's about that. The new moon that was in Virgo, you know, if you planted some seeds into the universe, work on those. Put some things out there. You know, there's a lot of good things that are brewing for you. You know, I think that's what it's telling you. So like, share, and subscribe, Virgos. If you have any comments, leave them in the description box. I will have all my information of how you can reach me if you need a private reading. And other than that, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Virgo season and get, you know, hold of me if you need me. Have a good day.